Hi there, and welcome back to our best of 5 show match between Hype and Exiled. We are currently on game 3 and is tied up 1-1 in the series, and we're about to go into game 3 on Expedition Lost. Both players are ready, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Both games have pretty much ended around the mid-game, so I'm excited if there's any change in the build as far as maybe playing a little more defensively but then macro heavy, or if they continue to stick to what they've been doing and trying to get some heavy, roach attack, which is very common in ZVZ. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Game 3 of our best of 5 on Expedition Lost between Hype and Exiled. Both players are platinum. Both are top 8. I'm going to say Hype is rank 1 and Exiled is rank 3, but do not quote me on that. Okay. Alrighty then. Spawning in the top right corner. Tied up in the series. Give it up for the blue Zerg. Hype. In the bottom left corner, just winning a game to tie up this series. Needs 2 more to take it. Give it up for the purple Zerg. Exiled. That's like I said before in the previous videos, he did have a recent alias change from Corey to Exiled, so at any time I cast in a very rather fast fashion and refer to the purple Zerg as Corey, please be aware I am talking about Exiled purple Zerg. Okay, almost near identical builds. No extractor trick this time, at least we haven't seen yet from Exiled. Pretty standard stuff. The scouting, the droning up. I'm just really curious, like I said, with this base, I mean, it's much smaller than the last map, so it is easier for aggression. And it's, I want to say, even smaller than Coda? I don't know, but it's a lot more barren and flat, I believe. There are some ramps here and there that could cause good chokes if someone could get a better concave, but we'll see. Okay, as Hype will be the first to take his gas, and looks like Exiled will be the first to take his spawning pool. Rather fast spawning pool right behind that poor Hype, the blue Zerg. Neither of them taking any chances with getting the hatchery first, which generally seems to be the standard meta as a Zerg player. However, I think they both know each other very well. They both know what they're capable of if left unchecked. So I think they're just kind of giving each other a little bit of respect by saying, hey, I'm going to make sure I don't lose to any kind of aggression. I know you're good and you could maybe come in here and just massively deal damage and lose the game. A little heart right there is kind of cute. Have a new observer fallen, he's jumping in. Okay. Looks like nothing really has deviated from each other. It looks like that Exiled is going to be the first one to get some Lings in production, but once again with Hype, the quicker metabolic speed. It's 2 games in a row where he's had the quicker metabolic speed compared to when Exiled had it on game 1. And Exiled is going to go ahead and scout this expansion, as well as Hype scouting his. So they're pretty much going toe-to-toe right now. It seems like the biggest difference is Exiled is taking his gas much later. Although that Hype has taken his gas, hasn't really done anything with it. I'm sure he's just waiting. Oh no, he did do something with it. He got his metabolic speed, and he pulled drones. It's actually a rather popular thing to do. A little bit of a poking back and forth here. This is a great scout. He's gonna come in. He's gonna get to see everything. He sees the workers. He sees the 1 gas. And if he might just not even lose anything. I mean, the Zergling speed will finish soon for the blue Zerg. As he does another lap around, maybe waiting to hopefully see something else. I'm not sure. He's just maybe going for a suicide scout, hoping to see a Roach Warren or maybe a Lair Tech. I mean, he's seen everything, and then with these Zerglings here, he's gonna have to get out. This one Zergling, I mean, he wraps around, double checks, make sure nothing's fancy or hidden. Most likely we'll lose this Ling. If it gets out, I'll be way impressed. Now with this Ling speed down, it's over for this Ling. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Other than that, though, it looks like we're gonna see 12 Lings coming out for our purple Zerg. I don't know if that's gonna turn into some kind of aggression. There is no Baneling that's being made. If there is a Ling speed on the way, it is behind there. What do the incomes have? It is favoring Exiled by a decent amount, by 7 workers, especially because he's also staying on his gas, where Exiled's not. And it looks like he's going to get this Overlord. And I think that goes back to what I said before, that Hype, the way he uses his Overlords is very aggressive. He gets the information, he sees a lot with them. Unfortunately, he puts them in danger and actually loses them a lot. So there is a trade-off there, but okay. We are seeing a Roach Warren go down for Exile. Now, no Baneling Nest, so I'm not sure if he's trying to go into a Ling Roach kind of attack, but we are seeing a lot of Lings, 34 Lings, flooding across the map right now. Compared to Exile's 14, he does have 3 Queens. Oh, with these spines, oh, and they're just not up yet. He's got 1 spine. That's a great block right there, and he gets the wall. He hits the block. Those Queens are just going to go to town. As long as those Lings can hold off, he's going to be able to hold no problem, especially with the spine. Oh, but the Lings do go down. He's going to get the crowns on the Queens. Maybe a transfuse. He's got no energy to transfuse. 16, 20 Lings on the way now for the Purple Zerg. Loses the spine claw, forces the cancel. He does get the completion of that evolution chamber, and now it's just going to be a straight Ling battle here and out. As he's starting to put a lot of pressure out on this. Oh, and he's going straight for the jugular with the expansion. Oh, backs up. This god, 16. That's going to be 17 to 34 Lings now in this fight, and it looks like that there's 10 reinforcing, but Corey is just trying to stall to get these reinforcements, and it might cost him this hatchery if he doesn't be careful. He's getting another Queen, which is a good thing, but I mean, he sees 14 Lings to reinforce, but these more Lings are just going to flood in, and this just could be, I don't know who can win this. It could be a GG because of all these massive units. Let's see the Ling count. It is 17 to 26, 29. As they go hand in, this extra Queen is going to help push out and do extra damage. But 10 Lings before is the economy. It is still favored in Corey, so he still has to have the advantage on that. And another spine coming down. He's making a couple spines in the main, which is smart. And he is going to lose this expansion, which is not a good sign for the Purple Zerg. Getting this Roach Warren will also not be a good thing. He's pulling the boys. He needs to get some damage done. Getting this Roach Warren is going to hurt, and he does get it. And now he's starting to attack the drones. Great worker kills before he cleans that up. Look at resources lost. Exile just taking a beating, 2,400 to 1,650. There's more Lings too. This attack isn't completely over. He does have one right here at the ramp to scout anything coming out. A little bit of creep spread going, doesn't hurt. Another Roach Warren coming in, taking another gas. Another attacking up though to Lair. This could be where he gets ahead. Getting a Roach Warren himself, droning up behind it too. Just popped out 6 drones. 19 to 31, just getting more ahead, at least economically. I would definitely say that the Purple Zerg needs to get that hatchery back up, some kind of production, at least also for the economy. It looks like we are going to see a little bit of a scout come out. And that one Zergling that was left there by Hype is actually going to get the first final hit. 2 Evo Chambers now coming up for the Blue Zerg. He's going right into the missile attack. Same kind of upgrades he got last time, most likely because he will be going back into that Roach Hydra play. There is that hatchery we needed to see from Exiled. A little bit more creep spread on the way, doesn't hurt. Now see right here, I'm not sure, he's got a scout here at this expansion, could take one here. This right here is the, I guess you could say, the Hype-esque style of Overlord scouting. It's in a very dangerous position, but at the same time he very well does see exactly what's going on at the ramp. He sees a double Evo. However though, he does see them both moving, yes, so he does know that 2 upgrades are on the way at once, which is a green light for him to also match that. I think he just damaged so much in that attack that he can't afford any money right now. He is a little flooded on gas. That may not hurt. He takes him off, and it looks like he's just going to come right in here and take a poke at what's going on. He's going to see a 3rd evolution chamber from the Purple Zerg. He will force a supply block, but it looks like he's anticipated this with the 2 overlords on the way. Burrow as well as roach speed also coming from our blue Zerg. Oh, and tunneling claws. Okay, something crafty is going on in Hype's mind. He is gonna try and dig right in. But unfortunately, is that a clear wall? That's not a clear wall, if I do not believe. And if it is, he's not gonna be able to get in. 1-1 is starting for our purple Zerg. It's definitely way behind. Unfortunately, so is the tech, as we do have a lair to hatchery. But he just took so much damage from that first attack that it's behind. We'll say this though, going in Corey's favor is great creep spread. And it seems like the last few games he has shown that it is one of his strengths. Looks like we are just kind of ramping up. As you can see, the army supply is very heavily favoring the blue Zerg, as well as the income. 36 to 44 workers, and as you can see, it's really not that big of a difference, but when you're already ahead, it's just going to help him get more ahead. Killing those creep tumors? Oh no, is he going to deny these other ones over here as well? I don't know, but getting 2-2 now, he's just about to lap of Exiled. We do see a third base go down for the blue Zerg. It's kind of, I think, a little farther out there. I think this one might be a little easier to defend if the rocks were cleared, but I think this one may go more easily unnoticed. As you can see, the Overlord scouting is just nowhere. Oh, he does see it. That is very nice. He is aware of that. And we're gonna see the Ling army and the sneaky roaches making their way down. I'm really excited to see what he gets done with this. Not to mention the fact that is a clean wall off and that there is no way these sneaky roaches are going to get it all. However, though, the lair is done for Exiled, and an Overseer is in position. He's not going to get in at all with these sneaky roaches. Yep, and there's the Overseer detecting. He's just going to have to unburrow and just come in head on. And with a really bad concave there, the choke, and it looks like if Exiled can spread out, he could take the advantage. Great transfuse on that spine. If he just spreads out everything across this entire line, he'll get more damage, and he needs to do that, and not like this. This is perfect. He's got everything in the line. Oh, and he comes out, pushing the issue. 12 roaches on the way. And I think this is exactly what our Purple Zerg needed to get back in this game. Just a solid defense. Those spines just did a lot. I mean, if we go to the worker units lost, it's almost tied. That's great. Okay, it looks like we're going to see the Purple Zerg also go into Hydralisk, but with 6 Hydras on the way, I mean, don't get it wrong, Hype still does have the lead, especially with this third base coming out. And it looks like he's going to do some damage here at the rocks, and he is in position to defend this, and that's a great concave there by Exiled. And if he comes up this choke, he could just, oh, he lost the concave. He needs to spread out again. There it is. He's going to have to back up because he just can't take that, especially up without having high ground vision. He is using his third. Getting a couple drones going. Looks like he's going to poke and get a couple creep tumors. I wonder how the economy's going. Actually almost tied, which is great. And looks like he's going to come back at this wall again. Those spine cores are damaged. He's going to do the finishing blows. He's going to hit it. Now, is he going to get in? That was the question. With those Hydras, he might be able to push a little more. And it looks like it's going to be this game of cat and mouse between the two entrances. Now, up with these creep tumors. Exiled is very well aware of this poking in, but he could be doing a two-pronged attack coming with the roaches, and as soon as he does that, these units are going to do a beeline right into the natural. Overlord speed is on the way for Exiled. And there it is. There is a two-pronged attack. This is going to come in, but it looks like Exiled was ready for this himself. There's 2 prongs of his own for defense. And let's see here. There are a couple Hydras in position for our Purple Zerg. Not as many, unfortunately, though. 9 to 6, so it's not that huge difference. There's just massive trades going on here. A little bit of derping from Corey, but these queens are great. Unfortunately, though, for that engagement, it's going to cost him this one. It looks like the blue Zerg is just going to come in and do a lot of damage, but he's going to get pushed out. And a nice Morphling. Oh, it gets shut down. I take that back. Exiled is still very well aware of this third, as well as the flooding that's coming in to reinforce, and he is not going to let up. This is a semi-contain, I would say, here. Army supplies are almost high, but coming back in again. We've got another Evolution Chamber trying to hold it off to keep a block of this choke. Looks like Exiled's had enough. He's going to push the issue. Is he going to push it uphill and off the creep? He's still on creep, which is an advantage of movement speed. But these kind of fights right here are all about positions, when you attack, and also not only when you attack, and up and down high grounds, but you're concave. You want to get what I call like a smiley face shape formation around your opponent, because that way every unit of yours will be able to constantly do damage, and there's no what they call derping when a unit's moving back and forth trying to get in range. You're seeing pathogen glands? That is pretty sneaky, as we are going to see reinfestors come in, but Hype is going to come in and do more damage here, and he's going to be able to hold it off. It's going to be pretty close, but we do see that the army supply has favored Hype, and it is going to greatly continue to favor Hype, as those infestors need to be here now, and he is a lot of derping in the back. He is going to push him back. And let's see, the upgrades are 2-2 to 2-2, as well as a melee one for those links for Exiled. And it looks like this two-pronged attack is just not going to work. He's got the creep spread so phenomenally placed. I will say this though, the Hype has clearly been on the offensive the entire time. I don't even think that Exiled's really gotten a chance. I mean, short of his Overlord scouting, he hasn't really got it in. I mean, he had that link scout. We're gonna do another fight, and there's a great fungals from Infested Terrans. This could be what Corey needs to get back in the game. It's constant damage. He's gonna see what happens here. The trades are going down. Oh, and it's going to be enough to push him out, and this two-prong. We got the second prong, and I think the second prong was kind of the position. These slings are going to get no surround, but it's so close. I wouldn't push too far, because there is a fatty army of roaches and hydras out there, so we need to be careful. But it looks like that Exile's going to press the issue. Come out with these fungals. Now, those fungals don't, or those, excuse me, infestors don't have energy for fungals. Is starting to favor, and I really honestly think it's just becoming an economic issue here. Yes, the second base is saturated, and it's just pumping and pumping, even though that Corey is making better trades. I mean, it's not going to matter. Great Infested Terrans try to push him back. The biggest thing right here is that Exiled is definitely going to have to take a third. He's going to have to do something economic to get back in this game. It looks like Blue's coming up with some more Infested Terrans. Come on, those Infestors. Blue's going to push it back. But it looks like they're just going to be zigzagging from entrance to entrance. I think that Hype knows that he's only in two base and is just stalling. But we do see this proxy third coming out for the Purple Zerg. But it is spotted, and he's making a beeline right to it. He's going to have to either cancel, or he's going to have to chase after them. I think he's just going to go with the cancel. He does. Really a great game so far, but I'm pretty sure it's coming down to a close. 181 supply to 118 is never a tall tale sign in a game of Starcraft. 130 to 82 as far as the workers too. And as you can see, 25 workers on base 1, and base 2 and base 1 is completely mined out. It's gotta be really hurting the economy of Exiled. And it is, and as the blue army floods in, I think this is gonna be GG here. It's gonna be too much. A good bungle from Crescent Terrans coming out. That might be the difference of this game, but I just still don't think it's enough to hold off. And if he does, he has no third. And Hype's taking a fourth. And this two-pronged attack is relentless. I think we're going to see our Blue Zerg take Game 3 in this Best of 5 series. And there you have it. Looks like you have your winner. Hype will take Game 3 in this Best of 5. Thanks for watching, and we are going to get into Game 4. It is going to be on Echo, so thank you for watching and stay tuned.